Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well today. I hope you're all enjoying the start of spring and starting to enjoy and see warmer weather. With the start of a new season means it is time for me to film my seasonal, massive, large, huge Bath & Body Works candle haul. As you can see, I have been gathering quite a few of the Bath & Body Works candles. I've made a nice little tower here. The one thing I love about doing this type of video, just a large, massive haul, is that it gives me an opportunity to look at everything that Bath & Body Works has given us for that particular season, and it really kind of puts things in perspective for me and helps me appreciate all the amazing packaging that we've gotten. I am not typically a huge fan of spring and summer scents like I am of fall and winter scents. As far as candles, those are my two favorite seasons, fall and winter. So typically spring and summer are a bit smaller for me, but this year I feel like Bath & Body Works has really done an amazing job of bringing us such great packaging, new scents with returning favorites, and overall I'm just really impressed. I think that they continue on this trend with amazing packaging. I feel like there's something for everybody. They have the cutesy packaging and they have the more modern packaging, and I think it's just been a really great season so far. I think the one sticking point for most people is the sale price that we have gotten thus far this year. The sale price has really only been $10 off, which brings the candles to $14.50. They have given that in combination with a 10 off 30 coupon as well as a 20% off coupon. Obviously doing the 10 off 30 brings the candle price to a cheaper price point, but it is difficult to get a lot of candles doing that if you can only do 2 candles and a pocket back with a 10 off 30. The 20% off coupon is easier because you can buy 4 or 5 candles and it's 20% off all of that. They did do a 1-day online only candle sale where they brought the price of the candles down to $10.50. Of course, online you do have to pay $5.99 shipping. I have spoken to a couple of my local store managers and they have confirmed that this seems to be the new sale price point for Bath & Body Works, so that we can kind of expect that we're going to get $14.50 candles. Each and every person is entitled to their own opinion about that. I completely understand some people are disappointed or upset that the prices have gone up, but if you look at the inflation rate from the past 15 years, the candle price is actually right on point with our inflation rate, and so I feel pretty good about that because I feel like the prices increase have moved along naturally with our economy versus them just upping the price to increase their profit margin, which I'm sure that's happening to a certain degree as well. So I'm not really upset about it because at the end of the day, there's just no way that I'm going to quit Bath & Body Works candles. I mean, I may try to hold off and not order as much, but clearly I'm of weak constitution when it comes to Bath & Body Works candles, and so I just had to break down and buy a bunch of candles. And I've been shopping with Bath & Body Works since my middle school days, so I'm not going to stop shopping. I also have to say that hands down within their price point, Bath & Body Works are still the most consistently strongest candles on the market when you compare them to other candle companies within their pricing bracket like Goose Creek, Kringle, Yankee, Homeworks, Village Candle, Colonial Candle. Bath & Body Works are hands down still the strongest consistently. And when you compare their prices to other candle companies, I do feel like they are pretty consistent per ounce of wax with the other candle companies within this price point. I'm not comparing their candles to like luxury bougie kind of brands. So overall, there was a point that I did try to hold off and just wait to see if we were going to get a better sale, and I did have to give in and buy my candles because I wanted to get these new collections. Now, of course, this is not one massive haul where I walk into the store and walk out with all of these candles, although let's be honest, I have done that before. This is definitely a collective type haul. I've been picking up smaller purchases of candles probably since mid-January, and then picked up quite a few on the $10.50 online only candle sale that they had. So I'm really excited to talk about these candles. Several of these are returning favorites that I've talked about before, and several of these are also new scents. Some of these I did order online, so when I got them in and I smelled them, they're not scents that are necessarily my absolute favorite, but I'm still going to talk about those anyway. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the new sale price. I know there's a lot of feelings about that. Again, just be respectful. I feel like everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Everyone works for their own money and is allowed to spend their own money as they want to. If that means that you don't want to buy at the $14.50 price point, I completely understand and I respect your decision. If you are someone who is still purchasing at that price point, I completely understand and respect your decision. So please let me know in the comments below what you think about it, because I've definitely seen a mixed reaction online. Some people are very like, no, I'm not going to shop, I'm going to hold off until semi-annual sale, and some people are more, I don't care what the price point is. And then there's definitely that group that's in the middle that's like, I'm going to kind of buy maybe in more in moderation, and I'm only going to buy the scents that I really like. So I'd love to hear what you have to say about the $14.50 price point. Are you able to hold strong, or are you weak like me and have given in now and have had to purchase the candles? Let me know in the comments below. As with all of my haul videos, I will show you the candle up close, tell you the scent notes, and then I'll give you some cold sniff impressions. As this is a haul video and sort of a first impressions video, of course I cannot comment on the performance of the candle. Definitely check out my empties videos if you want to see those. I do burn a lot of candles every month, and I post a monthly empties video where I talked in depth about the burn and the performance of each scent. So if you're interested in seeing my haul and hearing my thoughts, let's get started. I have dismantled the candle tower just a little bit to make it a little bit easier to film, and because the taller the towers get, the more precarious they become, and it makes me just a wee bit nervous. The first candle I want to show you is the Happy Easter candle. This is chocolate bunny scented. I absolutely adore the packaging. Look how cute this lid is. I'm really happy with the fact that they brought us an Easter spring line this year. This scent is called Chocolate Bunny, but it's actually hot cocoa and cream. The notes are decadent milk chocolate, fresh steamed milk, and mini marshmallows. Hot cocoa and cream has been a hot commodity at Bath & Body Works for several years now. It is a super authentic hot cocoa and cream, hot chocolate and mini marshmallows kind of scent. It is not an artificial chocolate scent. It is really creamy and perfect. It is super strong and typically has great performance. I didn't really need it in this packaging, but I did think the packaging was super cute, and I really like the color of the wax. I've only got about one hot cocoa and cream left, so I figured I would go ahead and pick it up in this packaging. The next candle I have here is the Happy Easter Lily candle. Again, the packaging is just gorgeous. The label itself actually has texture, so if you rub it, you have this sort of 3D vibe, and you can see that there's a little bit of a metallic accent there. I love the little bunnies and the chick and the eggs. I think it's just adorable. And again, it has this super cute bunny lid. The notes of Easter Lily are white Casablanca lily, soft sea air, and sheer hyacinth bloom. This is not a scent that I would typically gravitate toward. It is a very sheer white floral scent. It isn't super perfumed or heavy. It is a very nice sheer floral, and that's about the extent of my abilities to describe white or purple floral scent. So I will definitely refer you to other reviewers who happen to like floral candles more than I do. I really ordered this because I love the packaging, and I do use a couple of candles in some decor that I have in my home. It's likely one that I will not burn. But if you like your floral scents, then definitely check this one out. The next candle I have is Pineapple Crumb Cake. This is sort of an extension to the Sweet Shoppe 2.0 collection that you can see down here. I also think that it's cute that, you know, these labels sort of coordinate with each other. I think they're really, really cute. You have like the little pineapple cake here. This is a returning scent. The notes are golden pineapple, rich pound cake, and sweet brown sugar. And this is a juicy pineapple pound cake, streusel kind of cake. You do get this not super sweet pound cake bakery note. It's definitely not like a frosted cupcake or super heavy on that sweet icing or anything like that. It definitely registers more as a lightly sweetened bakery note. And then you do get this sort of brown sugar streusel topping along with that juicy pineapple. When I burned this in the Right Barn Core packaging, I wasn't the hugest fan of it, but one of my Instagram friends named John, his handle is Target Home Styles, mentioned that he felt that this year's version had more bakery when it was burning, so I thought that I would go ahead and pick it up and try it again. If you like pineapple, and especially if you like bakery scents, you combine the two, and I think you'll really love this one. The next one I picked up in that collection is White Caramel Cold Brew. This is also a returning scent. Again, the packaging is just so cute. I like the touches of the little iced coffee there. The notes are cold brew coffee, vanilla sweet cream, and warm caramel drizzle. And this smells to me like a Starbucks caramel macchiato. Now, I will note that I am not a coffee drinker. If I do ever get a coffee drink, I have to get like 1/2 or 1 shot of espresso, and it's pretty much just a bunch of sugary goodness that I end up drinking. So I actually stay away from coffee. I've just never acquired the taste for it, but I do like coffee candles and wax. This one, you definitely get more of that caramel vanilla sweetness and less of the coffee. It definitely is heavier on that sweet aspect, similar to Yankee Candle's Cafe Alfresco scent. So if you're looking for a coffee scent that has a nice amount of sweetness, I think you'd like this one. The next candle I picked up is this Lavender Woods. I absolutely adore the packaging on this. The label is actually textured, so it does appear like it's almost hand painted. It's just really beautiful and well done. This is the only one that I picked up in this particular collection because it's the only scent that I preferred, but I think the labels on these are just gorgeous. In my opinion, this scent is not the same as the Lavender Coconut, Lavender Sea candle that we've seen out the last couple of years. They are quite similar. I would even call them cousins, or potentially call this scent a repackage with a twist of Lavender Sea. When you smell this side by side with Lavender Coconut, the Lavender Woods has a distinct musky, almost perfumed, heavier undertone. It's also less sweet and a little bit warmer, and there is something a little bit more herbaceous about this particular blend comparing it to Lavender Coconut. I think if you like Lavender Coconut, I think that you would like this one as well. I feel like this one's just a little bit more sophisticated and nuanced than the Lavender Coconut, and I should probably tell you the notes. The notes are pink lavender, wild sage, and cashmere musk. I have not, of course, burned this one yet, so maybe when I burn it, they will end up being the same scent. If so, I will definitely let you know in an empties video, but at least on cold sniff, I do feel like these are two different scents, although quite similar. The next scent I have here is Linen and Lavender in the Whiteborn Core packaging. The notes are crisp linen, lavender sea salt, and fresh air breeze. When I saw this pop up online, I was super excited, and if you have been watching my empties video for any length of time, you'll know that I absolutely adore the Linen and Lavender hand soap. I've probably gone through like 8+ bottles. I love it for the kitchen, and I have constantly said that I wish they would bring out a candle in that scent, and so when I saw this, I was keeping my fingers crossed that it was the same scent as the hand soap, and in my opinion, it is the same scent as the hand soap. There are many different types of lavender. There are herbal lavenders, clean lavenders, soapy lavenders, masculine cologne lavenders, sweet lavenders, etc., etc. So when I hear someone say they don't like lavender, I always wonder if they've tried all the different variations of lavender, because there are certain lavenders that I don't prefer, but there are many of them that I absolutely adore. This lavender is definitely more on your clean, soapy side. The scent itself is very clean, fresh, and bright, yet there is this underlying soothing aspect to it as well. There is a sharp cleanliness to the blend, but it's not super harsh or astringent. I have actually already burned one of these, and it is one of those scents that is not going to be really heavy or super strong. It is a candle that sort of permeates your space and makes you feel like your house just naturally smells like this scent. I think this is perfect for this time of year when a lot of people are doing spring cleaning, and I absolutely love it. So if you've been a fan of the hand soap and you've been wanting it to come out in candle form, I'm sure that you're just as excited as I am to see this one make its debut. The next collection I have to share with you is this really cute Mediterranean inspired collection. I absolutely love these terracotta colored lids, and the packaging on these are just beautiful. It reminds me of Greek islands, very Mediterranean, and I just think they did such a good job on these. I picked up 2 Sun-Drenched linen candles. The notes are cool cotton, crisp apple, and soft musk. If you've been watching my channel, you're probably wondering, I didn't think that you were a huge fan of laundry scents, and you would be right. I picked up 2 of these because I did want to burn one. I always like to push myself outside of my comfort zone to see if my nose has changed. This particular scent is sold out locally at all of my local stores. It is completely sold out. You cannot find it in this packaging. So when I saw that it was still available online, I thought I'd go ahead and pick up 2. To me, this definitely smells like freshly laundered clothes, and it does either remind me of Gain or maybe Tide. Like, the smell itself is very familiar. It does make me think of a specific laundry detergent. These types of scents tend tend to be very, very strong. And again, I think it is just perfect this time of year when we're doing spring cleaning and you just want sort of a refreshing, clean scent throughout your home. There are notes in this that do remind me of being outdoors. So there is this sort of fresh air vibe along with the laundry scent in this. So you get this sort of fresh air, fresh spring scent mixed with that laundry, and it's actually very refreshing. So if you like your laundry blends, I think you definitely would love this one. The next candle I picked up in that collection is Eucalyptus Rain. Again, I think the packaging is just gorgeous on these. The notes of Eucalyptus Rain are aromatic eucalyptus, spearmint leaves, and fresh spring rain. And this is a scent that returns practically every year. And I'm glad that it does because there's lots of different variations of the eucalyptus scents at Bath & Body Works. And this one happens to be my favorite. I love burning it in the first of spring. For the first time in the new year, you're able to open your windows and let like fresh breeze cross through your home. And this scent is perfect for that. There is an amazing, invigorating, aromatic vibe to this because of the eucalyptus. And that fresh spring rain brings this really nice aquatic, fresh cleanliness to the blend, which I adore. It is a returning favorite for a reason. If you like your fresh scents, I think you love this one. And the last one I picked up in this particular collection is Sea Salt and Sandalwood. The notes are spring driftwood, sparkling grapefruit, and clean white musk. When I first smelled this one in the store, I wasn't sure that I loved it, but then I went back to it and I sniffed it again and I sniffed it again, and then I decided it needed to come home with me. There is this really nice saltiness to this blend in combination with this almost unisex sort of body care perfume cologne type notes. It does somewhat remind me of the Jo Malone scent, wood sage, and sea salt. I would not say that they're an exact dupe of one another, but I do feel like they are very similar. There is this sort of conceptual image when I smell this of being at the beach at a spa. There is like the fresh air and sea salt and spray. The grapefruit and citrus notes in this brighten the blend overall. And I'm not the best at describing some of these conceptual scents, but hopefully that gives you somewhat of an idea of what this smells like. I could definitely see wearing this as a perfume on my person. It definitely comes across as sort of unisex to me. I don't think that scents need to be masculine or feminine anyway, but there are certain scents I think trigger in our minds, you know, a masculine or feminine or cologne or perfume. And this one definitely triggers more like a unisex vibe. So really looking forward to burning this one and seeing how it translates once it warms up. The next collection I have is this tropical collection that was released relatively recently. I love the packaging on these. Definitely more of sort of a modern in-trend look to these. I think it's just so perfect and tropical. I love it. This scent is Banana Cabana. The notes are sun-kissed banana, sea spray, and warm vanilla. This scent reminds me of an ocean day under a cabana. You got a banana daiquiri in your hand and you have just applied fresh sunscreen. You get that ocean salty breeze, the sweet creamy banana, and you definitely get a sunscreen type note. I am still on the fence about whether this is an exact repackage of Coconut Colada, which came out last year, I believe. I don't have Coconut Colada anymore to do a side-by-side comparison, so I can't 100% confirm. So if you have both candles, let me know below if you think they're the same. I do remember that Coconut Colada had this very distinct, sickeningly sweet, syrupy note that came out, especially when it was burning, and at least on cold sniff, I don't pick that up in this particular scent. It definitely has more of a beachy vibe. I think they are probably very similar, and maybe when this one burns, it will prove that it is the same as Coconut Colada. The banana note is not the dominant note. I definitely feel like you get the banana, the sunscreen, and the beachy vibes all blended and balanced quite nicely. If you like those type of tropical scents, I think you'd like this one. The next scent I have is Oceanside Garden. Again, the packaging is super cute on these. The notes are fresh lemon, sweet jasmine, and cedarwood. I was hoping that this was going to be more of a green, grassy kind of scent, and it's definitely not. It's definitely a floral scent. It does remind me somewhat of the rainforest gardenia scent. And again, because florals are not typically scents that I burn and enjoy, that's about as well as I can describe this one. I do get sort of almost a creamy white floral. So if you like your floral scents, then definitely give this one a sniff. The next scent I have is Flamingo Beach. I absolutely love this bright pink, beautiful wraparound label. I think it just takes you to the beach at sunset. These have these leafed lids, which I think are really cute. The notes are pink summer berries, juicy orange, and dewy white petals. Kent from Tina Delicious did say that this smells like Yankee Candle's Pink Sands, and I would have to agree. I don't have that scent side by side, but I do have that scent in Vendor Wax, and when I smell them side by side, they are very similar. There is this sort of sweet tart vibe. You get this sort of candied berry note, and then you get a background note of white florals, but it's not dominant. And for someone like me who's not a huge fan of floral scents, this is a scent that I actually do enjoy, especially in the summer. It's really nice when you blend it with a suntan kind of scent or burn them at the same time. I'm excited about this one because I know that this is probably going to be a good performer, and I'm actually going to be able to smell it. So the next one I picked up in that collection is Island Hideaway, and this is an online exclusive. I love, again, the label here. Look at that beautiful dark blue. It just reminds you of being at the beach and you're looking up at a beautiful night sky. I think it's gorgeous, and again with the cute leaf lids. The notes are fresh sea salt, coconut water, and lush rainforest cedar. This scent reminds me of Fresh Mint and Coconut Candle that was released in 2017, I believe. I'm not saying that it is a direct repackage of that scent because, again, I don't have them side by side to sniff, and sometimes my scent memory is not the best, but that is the scent that popped into my head when I first smelled this scent. Didn't smell like something new. It smelled like something I had smelled before. It is definitely heavy on the coconut water. There's a slight green note. You get this sort of briny, salty ocean water / air notes. There is a little bit of mint, and then there's also this sort of perfume note that comes in on the background, maybe a sandalwood or musk. It definitely has a slight body care vibe to it. Like, I could definitely see wearing this scent. It is sort of just a typical Bath & Body Works beachy, slightly body cared kind of scent. Again, I don't think this is anything new or groundbreaking, but if you like those kind of scents, I think you'd really love this one. And again, the packaging is just gorgeous. The last thing I have in that particular collection is Seaside Days. Again, this label is just gorgeous. I definitely want to go to the beach now or tropical island. I think it's just beautiful. The notes are sparkling bergamot, orange blossoms, and coconut milk. This is another one that I ordered online, and it's very, very powdery, body care, feminine kind of scent. There is sort of this sultry aspect to it. It's definitely perfumed, floral, sultry, pretty, powdery kind of scent. I am not typically a fan of these kind of scents. I don't really like perfume body care scents, and I don't like cologne masculine heavy scents, nor do I like floral scents. So this for me is, even though the label says Seaside Days, like I was hoping it would be like a really nice beachy, aquatic, briny kind of scent, and it's just not, but that's okay. Just because it's not for me doesn't mean you're not gonna like it. So if you like your kind of body care, beachy kind of scents, then I think you'd like this one. And again, the label is just absolutely beautiful on this one. The next collection I have are these sort of minimalistic, modern, sort of trendy type of labels. I picked up a Lavender Vanilla. The notes are lavender blossom, creamy vanilla, white woods, sugared musk. Even though I have several Lavender Vanillas in my collection right now, one of the few candle scent categories that I actually collect are lavender candles. Like, I do like to have all the different packagings of Lavender Vanilla, and so I picked this up basically for collection purposes. It's a really beautiful herbal lavender with a creamy vanilla. It's just a really nice mix, and I'm happy to see that they continue to bring the scent back with new packaging year after year. The next candle I picked up in that packaging was white tea and sage. The notes are sparkling bergamot, white tea, and fresh sage. If you've smelled the white tea and ginger scent, which has been out for years, and you take away the ginger of that scent and you add a heavy masculine cologne kind of sage, to me that is what this candle smells like. I think the white tea notes are the same in both candles, and if white tea and ginger is sort of your perfumed, maybe feminine white tea scent, I would say this is your cologne masculine white tea scent. The more that I've smelled this, the more that I've decided this is likely not going to be a candle for me, because that sage is very, very heavy, and it's not an herbal fresh garden sage. It's definitely one of the sages that they typically use in cologne type scents. But if you like those types of scents, if you like your cologne type scents, your fresh, sharp, clean type scent, then I think you would like this one. It's just not for me personally. The next scent I have in that collection, with this sort of marbled look is Orchard Blossom. The notes are green apple blossom, morning dew, and soft musk. It reminds me of an apple blossom kind of scent where you get sort of that crisp green apple and then you have this sort of floral notes. I even wondered if this maybe was the apple blossom scent that they brought out years and years ago. So if you're one like me who's not a huge fan of florals, definitely give this one a sniff if you can, because it is not a standard kind of floral scent. This one has a really nice crisp sweetness to it that I find very enjoyable, and I'm looking forward to burning this one very soon. The next scent I have in this collection is the Perfect Spring. This reminds me of like a tie-dyed kind of look or an Easter egg. I think the packaging is really pretty. The notes are spring air, fresh grass, and apple blossom. I have to say that I'm a bit disappointed in this scent because I was really again hoping for a green grassy scent, and especially with the packaging being green, I was really hoping for that. But it comes across a lot more floral than anything else. Like, I don't really get much of a grassy greenness. I mean, I would definitely say there's sort of an herbal note to this, but I don't associate it with like a sweet grass kind of scent. It doesn't smell anything like the garden arugula scent we got last year in the test lab. There is this, again, almost this unisex body care perfume cologne kind of vibe to this as well. Like, I could see wearing this as a cologne or a perfume or just a body wash in general, and I don't typically like to burn those kind of scents. So I think if you like that particular scent category, I think you'd like it. But for me, I think I was hoping for something and it didn't turn out, so it's just a little disappointing, and it's just a little bit too floral for me personally. I picked up a Eucalyptus Mint candle. This is a returning favorite. Again, one of their eucalyptus blends. I also do like this one in spring. Again, I prefer the Eucalyptus Rain candle, but this one does have its place in my spring lineup. The notes are fresh eucalyptus, sweet spearmint, lemon peel, and clary sage. You definitely get that aromatic eucalyptus. This is a bit heavier and aromatherapy-like than the Eucalyptus Rain, but again, I really like it. It does smell very similar to the aromatherapy eucalyptus stress relief scent, so if you like that scent, I think you'd enjoy this one. And the last one I have in that collection is Beach Cabana. I really like this sort of pastel watercolor Easter egg dyed look to this particular candle. The notes are warm sand, orange blossom, and sea spray, and I'm really happy to see this one back. I feel like it's been several years since we have gotten Beach Cabana. For a while there, we got Beach Cabana every single year. They brought it back without fail, and then it just seemed to kind of disappear for several years. I have continued to pick up the scent in a wallflower form, but I don't remember seeing it the past several years in a candle form. So I'm glad that we finally got this back. I absolutely love this scent. To me, it reminds me of the beach. You sort of get this almost laundry kind of vibe, like a beach towel or, you know, some kind of like beach cover up that you would wear over your swimsuit, mixed with this sort of briny sea salt, ocean air kind of vibe. And then you mix with what I've always picked up is a little bit of like a suntan lotion. So if you can imagine like coming out of the ocean water, wrapping up in a fresh beach towel, and then you still got sunscreen on your skin, that's the image and kind of what this smells like. It just reminds me of a day at the beach, and I absolutely love it. It is beachy, clean, and fresh all at the same time, and I think because maybe it's just a bit of a nostalgic scent for me that I've burned for years and years, that I'm really, really happy to have this one back, and I'll likely pick up another one just in case they don't bring it back for a couple of years. I have another linen and lavender because I wanted to go ahead and grab several of these because I love the scent, as I mentioned. The next one I have is this White Barn Core number 3, Renew and Refresh. The notes are jasmine petals, fresh air, and crisp and mint leaf. I'm super excited that we have this one back. We haven't seen this scent since 2015, and again, like Beach Cabana, it's another scent that would continuously come out year after year, and it sort of just became a staple for me for spring and summer, but mostly for spring. And it's never a scent that I thought that I needed to like have a backup of because we always got it back. It's sort of like leaves in fall. That scent comes back every year. I don't keep a backup because I know I'm going to buy a new one when the season comes, and that's how I felt about Beach Cabana and Renew and Refresh. And then it just disappeared for several years. So I'm really, really happy to have this one back again. This scent is very clean, fresh, and airy, yet there is sort of this soothing vibe to it as well. It definitely makes me think of slightly cool spring breezes, spring cleaning, and that wonderful period where winter melts away and the early spring flowers start to pop up. It is a perfect winter to spring transition scent. Definitely Renew and Refresh describes this scent perfectly because that is what it does in regards to the scenting of your home, and I absolutely love it and happy to have this one back. I will definitely be picking up 1 or 2 more of these to have just in case they decide to not bring it back for several years. And the other White Barn Core candle I picked up is the Lemon Mint Leaf. I really like this sort of milky pastel green color of the jar. I think it's really pretty. The notes of this are sparkling lemon zest, spearmint leaves, and verbena sprigs. And this is a scent that does come back year after year, and I love it. It's a staple for me in spring. It's very much a spring cleaning, fresh, invigorating kind of scent that I absolutely love. I love that mint in addition to the lemon, and it is just a classic scent for me. I ordered this Garden Greenery scent online. This is an online exclusive. I absolutely adore the label on this. I think it's so beautiful with all the different kinds of basil and the basil flowers. It's so great. I was really excited when this candle showed up online on Instagram, and I was really hoping that it was going to be a green garden scent, or it would smell like basil. I was so excited, and when they offered it online only, I would much rather have had it in the store, but I was still happy that at least we get to try it online. The notes are sweet apricot, fresh basil, and bright mint leaves. Unfortunately, this scent is not what I expected. It's definitely not the Garden Arugula Test Lab candle that came out last year. It's definitely more apricot fruity than green or earthy. With the name of the label, I did expect like green garden goodness, but instead it kind of smells like mushy apricot. It's not that I don't like this scent, it's just that I wasn't expecting it to smell like this. So no, I wanted a green scent, and I feel like that is one thing lacking in all of the scents they brought to us this year. They didn't bring us a true green grass scent or an arugula scent or a fresh lettuce scent. We don't even have a cucumber blossom or cucumber kind of scent. I would love to see something like that next year, fingers crossed. If you like your peachy scents, apricot, nectarine kind of scents, I think you'd like this one. I am hoping that when I burn it, maybe some of those green notes will come through more. Either way, the packaging is beautiful. The scent itself is nice. It's just I don't feel like they match. The next candle I picked up in that packaging is Lemon Verbena. Again, I just love the packaging of these. The notes of Lemon Verbena are bright lemon zest, verbena blossoms, and lavender with essential oils. This is a returning scent, and it is just their classic lemon, fresh lemon, clean lemon kind of scent. The verbena in this adds this sort of spa-like aspect to the lemon scent, but it is quite clean, very refreshing, and I was just in the mood for it. It's not a scent that I pick up every year, but this year I wanted it, and so I went ahead and picked it up, especially with this cute packaging. I do think this is a really great, fresh, clean scent for the spring. The next scent I picked up with that similar packaging is Cucumber and Lily, and I think this one is, again, really cute packaging. The notes are fresh cucumber, green tea, and lily of the valley. I was really intrigued when I saw this online. I was really hoping that the cucumber notes, the green aspect of the scent would be the more dominant versus the lily of the valley. And while it's not really, I do think I kind of like it. This is one that I'm on the fence about, at least on cold sniff, and it's definitely going to take me burning it to see which notes come out more when it's warm. I'm not the hugest fan of lily of the valley Muguet Jabois on its own, but when it's mixed with a really nice green scent, I do find enjoyment in that. This is definitely a conceptual type scent. It does remind me of something I could also wear on my person. There is something very pretty about this scent. There is also definitely that underlying watery note, which is probably coming from the cucumber. I think if you like those conceptual kind of scents with a little bit more of that lily of the valley note, I think you might like this one. And the last one I have in that particular packaging is Water Hyacinth. I think that this one is an online exclusive as well. The notes are spring hyacinth, refreshing bergamot, and water lily. And this is one that I took a chance on, and this one is definitely one that's not for me. It is super floral to me, sort of maybe purple and white florals, and again, that's about as far as I can go with that because I'm just not the best person to describe floral scents. But if you like your floral scents, I definitely refer you to some of the other people out there that do describe these scents much more eloquently than I do. And the last collection that I have here is the Sweet Shoppe 2.0 collection. The first one I'll show you in this collection is Watermelon Lemonade. Of course, we all know what this smells like. The notes are cool watermelon ice, sparkling water, and Meyer lemon. And I know that a lot of people are tired of the scent, but it is just a classic at this point. I mean, you know, if you love the scent, you pick it up, you burn it. If you don't love it, you leave it sitting on the shelf. As simple as that. I happen to be one that does still enjoy this one, and with packaging like this, I just could not leave it sitting behind. The next one in the collection is Pink Petal Tea Cake. The notes are pink rose petals, pound cake, and vanilla glaze. It's an absolutely beautiful vanilla rose pound cake kind of scent. You get a nice amount of the bakery note mixed with that rose. I'm not the hugest fan of rose, but this is a scent that I can tolerate, and I do tend tend to pick it up. Rose is very on trend right now, so if you are a fan of rose and a little bit of bakery, of course I think you would love this one. The next one in this collection is Hot Fudge Sundae. Again, the packaging just I think is adorable. I absolutely love it. It looks so delicious. It makes me want ice cream. The notes are gooey fudge, vanilla bean ice cream, and whipped cream. And this, it legitimately smells like a hot fudge sundae. You definitely get that syrupy Hershey's chocolate syrup note. Definitely get that gooey, syrupy, chocolate fudgy, yummy goodness that you would pour over top of your ice cream. And you get this really amazing creamy vanilla ice cream scent. It smells delicious. It is not a repackage of hot cocoa and cream. This is, I think, a new scent. The next one in this collection is Banana Bundt Cake, which again, myself and a lot of people were really excited about because we just don't see enough banana scents in my opinion. The notes are sweet banana, toasted walnut, and fresh cinnamon. I have actually already burned one of these, and you do get this really nice banana scent, and it does come across as sort of a cooked banana, and you definitely get a lot of a nuttiness and that walnut in there as well, with a really nice sort of banana bread kind of scent. Unfortunately, something that is very, very sweet that comes out, especially when it's burning, and it kind of reminds me of pumpkin pecan waffles. So it's almost like they took pumpkin pecan waffles and kind of dialed it down a bit and then added a really nice banana scent to it. I used to love pumpkin pecan waffles, but as I've gotten older, I just really can't tolerate that scent anymore. It's too sweet for me. This one was tolerable, but it's not exactly my personal favorite. But if you like a super sweet bakery scent, and if you like pumpkin pecan waffles and that kind of extra amount of sweetness in a candle, and you like banana, I think you'd love this one. The next one in that collection is Key Lime Pie. I love the fact that they've got the coordinating pastel colors with the scent. I think they've just, all the little extra touches, I think it's just adorable. I love the metallic finish on these labels. Key lime pie is zesty key lime, graham cracker crust, and a dollop of meringue. I was actually hoping this was a return of the key lime pie scent from years ago, but it is not the same scent at all. This one definitely smells quite similar to the Sonoma Coles key lime pie candle that came out several years ago. There is a very tart, citrusy lime scent. If you do melt Vendor wax, it does smell very similar to a Fruit Loop kind of scent, like the orange Fruit Loops, but instead replace orange with lime. There is this sort of underlying citrusy sweetened cereal vibe that I get from it. To me, it doesn't smell authentic. Like, I don't really get much of a graham cracker crust note. There is a little bit of like a pie crust note in there, but it isn't enough in my opinion. And for me, because I've smelled this in Vendor wax and it smells very much like Crunchy Trix cereal, it doesn't register as an authentic key lime pie. But I know a lot of people really, really love this scent. The next one I have in this collection is Angel Food Cake. I think this label again is just so cute. I love the blue. The notes of Angel Food Cupcake are white cake, Madagascar vanilla, and cherry whipped cream. I think a lot of people were hoping or wondering if this was a return of a scent that came out in winter, which was a failed test scent called Frosted Cake Pop, because that scent had a little bit of cherry. I have compared those side by side, and they are similar, but I wouldn't say an exact repackage. This scent is a really nice vanilla bakery scent. It does sort of remind me of Frosted Cupcake from Bath & Body Works, except less sweet. If you like your vanilla bakery scents, I think that you might enjoy this one. And the last candle of my spring haul is Cinnamon Sugar Donut in this really pretty purple wax. The notes are Old Fashioned Donut, Crushed Nutmeg, and White Cinnamon. And I feel like it has been a couple years since we actually saw this scent come out as Cinnamon Sugar Donut. There is a lot of talk about this just being the exact same scent as the Spice Cinnamon Vanilla scent that comes out. To me, I've always felt like there is a little bit of a difference. I have always felt like I've gotten a bakery note from Cinnamon Sugar Donut, which I don't necessarily detect in the Spice Cinnamon Vanilla candle, and I think I'm mixing up that name, so apologies. This one you definitely get that sort of almost greasy bakery donut scent mixed with the cinnamon sugar. I don't have the cinnamon vanilla sugar candle to compare side by side, so they may exactly be the same. I think if you like one, you like the other. This is just a really nice scent. I mean, who doesn't like a cinnamon sugar donut? It's a really yummy, edible, delicious scent. Okie dokie, that is it. That is my entire spring Bath & Body Works candle haul for 2019. Overall, very impressed with the collections that they have brought us for spring. As I mentioned, I'm not normally a huge fan of spring and summer collections, but I feel like this year there is a nice variety. Let me know in the comments below which candles you have picked up and which collection is your favorite. That's really what I want to know the most. I would probably have to say that I am probably the most excited about the Bakery Sweet Shoppe 2.0 collection. I just feel like it's been such a long time since they brought us an entire collection with bakery scents. I feel like this collection reminded me of back in the day when they would bring us these cohesive collections that made sense. I do wish that they would bring some green, grassy, fresh lettuce, cucumber kind of scents next year. And just in case anyone from Bath & Body Works is watching, I would like to put that request out there. If you watch this video in its entirety, please leave me below a blue heart. I always love to see who sticks around to the end and listens to all of my ramblings. If you like this video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you like to see other videos like this, please subscribe. I do a seasonal massive Bath & Body Works candle haul, as well as monthly empties and candle reviews. If you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. I will leave the link below to my Instagram account. I do post regular pictures and hauls and reviews there. Thank you as always for all of your support and kind words. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye.